Okay, let's now look at question 19. Okay, question 19 is actually another question on energy. How do we know? Because there's a keyword you look at option A, kinetic energy. So how do we find kinetic energy? So KE formula, just try to write down first. Half. Once you keep writing down, it's easier to remember. So half mv squared. So in this case, half my mass of the object, if you look carefully, the mass is actually 5 kg. So that's 5. Speed is actually 7.8. So you realize it's very simple. Just take half times 5 times 7.8 squared. Okay, just remember to square it. So I take half times 5 times 7.8 squared. So my answer is 152.1 joule. So I just write down 152.1 joule. Notice it's 2 marks. So if I can show half times 5, if I can show at this point of time half times 5 times 7.8 squared, I'll get 1 mark here. If I can write the correct answer, I'll get 1 mark again. So that's how they give you 2 marks. So let's move on to part B. Calculate the height from which the steel bar was dropped. So how do we calculate height? Okay, in this case, you read the question again. It drops a steel ball so that it hits the helmet. Okay, so there's a crash helmet, so it's dropping this steel ball. So in this case, we call the conservation energy. If I lose height, in this case, if I lose height, I lose GPE. I will gain KE, which is speed. So this is a very important concept. I lose height. Okay, I lose height. I gain speed. So in this case, notice when you drop the ball, you lose height and you gain speed. So in this case, I can put down GP is actually mgh. My gain in KE is actually the answer that I've gotten from part A. So it's 152.1. So in order to find m, I just go on to the next step. So g is always a constant number on Earth, which is 10. G on Earth is gravitational field strength. In this case, my h is unknown. So in this case, actually I need not put m here. Actually, I can just put in a number directly. So do I know the mass? Okay, it's given as 5. So I take 5. My mass times my g and times my height. So it's equal to 152.1. So h, in this case, just take 152.1 over 5 times 10 is actually 50. So I press my calculator. 152.1 divided by 50. So my answer will be 3.04. Try to leave your answer in 3 Cefic. So in this case, 3 Cefic, it should be, in this case, 3.04. So that's all for part B. You notice it's 4 marks. So how do people give 4 marks for this type of question? You can write down lose in GP equal gain in KE. I think most probably give 1 mark here. You can write down the next step, which is mgh equal to the previous answer 152.1. They'll give you 1 more mark here. And if you can substitute all the values m and the g correctly here, you get 1 more mark. And the final mark is obviously for your answer, which is here. So can you see that every step that you show will give you marks. So please try to practice showing all the detailed steps so that you can gain the full credit of 4 marks. And leave your final answer in 3 Cefic. Okay, so that's all for part B. Okay, what about part C? State the form of energy that had before it was dropped. So before it was dropped, remember, it was at a certain height. So in this case, you have to spell it correctly. It should be gravitational GP, gravitational field. Okay, not field, but potential. Gravitational potential energy, because there's a height that it was lost where you drop it, so it had a height difference. So in bracket you can put GP. You write this and you spell it correctly, you will get 1 mark. So that's all for question 19.